Thought I'd just do a bit of a review on this bike of mine. It's a 2020 Indian Chieftain Darkhorse. I bought it brand new in 2020, so I had it just on 20 months. Done 32,000 Ks on it so far. Mechanically, I've had no dramas at all. It's been good. A few little cosmetic things just from the harsh climate here in Darwin. So virtually over 30 degrees, between low and high 30s every day of the year pretty much. Just the sun damages everything up here. So this is my daily ride. I ride it to work and back every day. I don't baby it. I do look after it, but I don't baby it. It's there to be used. So it sits in the sun a bit and it has suffered a little bit. So first thing that went was the glove box lid. I think these are a bit of a crap design anyway. The spring that's on these is way too strong for the poxy little plastic hinges that they have on them. So that eventually just popped off. The hinges gave way. So I got that replaced on the warranty. One thing I can say, the warranty's been good. They've replaced everything that's gone wrong with it. Other thing, just again, hot climate, the saddlebag lids. I don't know if you can see here, but little crack here. The other side's the same, it's got two cracks in it. Again, plastic and sun, UV, don't mix real well. Little things like paint coming off the buttons in a couple of places, but other than that, that's about it. Mechanically, like I said, hasn't missed a beat, goes well, very happy. So what have I done to it? Well, when I got it, there was a bit of a deal going, so I didn't really do that to it. The deal was it come with 3 stage 1 pipes. So these are the stage 1 oval Indian pipes, and they also come with a stage 1 air cleaner. You had the choice of which type of air cleaner you wanted, the oval or the round one. I chose the round one because these have got washable filters in them. The oval one, not washable. You have to buy a new one every time, and like all Indian parts, they're not cheap. So yeah, that's a bit of a bonus, you can wash it. So mechanically, apart from a PV3 tune, which I bought and put on, I haven't done anything to it. I have had the catalytic converter removed. Did that myself, that cost nothing. That made it a little bit louder, took a bit of heat out of the pipe and give it a bit more go, I reckon. So yeah, that was worth doing. Other things I've done, rear saddlebag crash bars. They're just off eBay. Again, Indian parts are ridiculously expensive. They just bolted straight on, fitted perfectly, no drama at all. Passenger footboards, genuine Indian ones. I've got them second hand off a person on one of the Facebook sites or forums, whatever it was at the time. Had just pegs, standard, so yeah, a lot more comfortable for the passenger. As is the seat. That's not standard seat on here, it's a Roadmaster touring seat. Again, picked that up second hand from a shop in Melbourne. It was taken off a new bike, and purely for comfort on touring. I don't have it on my day-to-day rides, I just have the standard seat on when I'm riding to work every day, and that's fine. But when you want to do full days, long trips, you want a bit of comfort, and it definitely is more comfortable. Just the width of it, especially for the passenger, it's nearly twice as wide as a standard seat. I'll put a couple of photos on, you'll be able to see the difference. This driver backrest, bought that. That was another eBay job. Bought it to suit the Rogue seat, the standard seat, which it worked fine. When I tried to put it on this seat, the upright is different. You need to put a bit of a dog leg in it to get it to fit. So when I changed seats, I just changed the bracket. Made it folding, easier for Lisa to get on and off. So that's that. The pack rack, again, eBay. Didn't go straight on. You ask people, will they fit, will they fit? And everyone says yes, they will fit, but it didn't fit. So all it was only a matter of grinding the slots out on the locating lugs a bit, and then she went on a bit of mucking around, but again, heaps of money saved off a genuine one, and it hasn't given any trouble. It's pretty solid, it's all steel, does the job. The other thing I've done, replaced the stock foot brake pedal. The standard one's about this long, about half a diameter, and I just found it too small. My boot is missing the brake half the time. Just put the bigger one on, which is one I made myself. No drama, heaps better. Also, highway pegs. Again, something I made myself again. Lucky enough to have a bit of machinery in my workshop so I can knock these things up. But yeah, they're nice and comfy. Some driving lights down here on the crash bars. LED driving lights both sides. Because in the morning I ride to work in the dark. And generally I don't like riding at night, but I ride to work in the morning when it's dark. On a trip, no, I wouldn't ride in the dark on the highway. Too many animals, too dangerous. But for what I do in the mornings, it's all good. Also, wind deflectors. Small little wind deflector in here made a huge difference to the buffeting. Without that, it wasn't real nice. It feels like someone's slapping you on the head on your helmet. So, made these little plates. They just bolt onto the blinker bracket bolts, and that just deflects. Because as you know, most of the wind comes up here, and that's where you get the buffeting on your helmet. So if you can break that wind flow up there, you're on a winner. And also the driving lights help in that too. So when you're straight ahead, between that and that, it sort of disrupts the wind and reduces the buffeting a bit. The windscreen, I've changed that. That's a 12-inch Freedom Shields one. The Ridge stock one's a 10-inch. So an extra 2 inches height worked well. Although when I did stick this seat on, it's probably 2 inches higher, so it's still just borderline, but it works well alright. Would have been nice to get another inch, but it'll do. What else have I changed? Probably not much really. As I said, I've got a tune, bought a PV3 tuner, got a Fuel Moto tune on it. You go for a ride, you log the ride, send it to them, they pick out anything that doesn't look good and they tune it up, send it back, have another ride, you can send it back again. I think I sent it back once, and that was all good, but you definitely feel a difference. It wasn't awesomely more powerful or anything, but it did smooth out a few flat spots. They take the rev limiter out, take the speed limiter out, so it can rev out higher, can go a bit faster. Not that you want to do 200 k's an hour, but you can if you want to. And yeah, just runs smoother and nicer. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else I've changed. One other thing that did fail because of good old Darwin weather. Got a crack there in the mirror. In plastic again, plastic and UV and hot sun don't mix. Again, got that in warranty. It's sitting inside, I just haven't changed it. I'll leave it on until it actually goes floppy, then I'll put the new one on. So, very happy in general. No complaints. Very comfortable, plenty of power. When Lisa's on the back, she's comfortable. Goes to sleep sometimes, she's that comfortable. But yes, all in all, no regrets at all in buying this. Good thing. So, big road trip in about a week and a half's time. Luggage wise, we can fit. We've both got pretty good at minimising our luggage. So Lisa has one saddlebag, I have the other. Then we have one big dry bag that goes on the back here. The only thing I've done to improve that a bit, just made this board that sits on here, just hold on with the Velcro strap, and all that does is stop the bloody soft bag from sagging down and touching your bags when you open and shut. So when you open and shut your lids, it doesn't touch the bag. Another thing, because these seats hang down quite a bit further and they're a bit wider than stock, they rub on the side of the lids. So I just put this bit of black vinyl on there so it doesn't rub through the paint, which is all good. So happy chappy. Anyway, that's my take on the 2020 Chieftain Darkhorse. Fuel economy wise, just running back to Fords to work, I get about 4.8 litres to the 100 when I'm out on the highway doing territory speeds, which is up to 130 k's an hour with Lisa on it. Can get up 5.5 up to 6 k's a litre, but we'll find out on this trip coming up when we get into the rest of Australia where you're back to 100 k's an hour. Economy should be even a bit better, I reckon. Yet to be seen. Oh, that's another thing. I didn't see those. These plastic heat shields. I only just put these on a couple of weeks ago and they do help, I reckon. Just takes a little bit of the hot air coming up onto your legs. I reckon they fit in there quite neatly. Better than those, the leather type ones you can get. I don't like the look of those at all. But these ones, they just bolt on the tank mount bolt in there, one bolt. They do make it a bit difficult to get this cover off. You have to flex it up to get this cover off, but I can live with that. It becomes too much of a pain. The only reason you've got to get this cover off is to get to your air shock valve. A lot of people relocate them to the front here, which might not be a bad idea, but hasn't worried me enough yet to worry about that. So that's that.